live or to take the statement of the statement so that they can be scrutinized. They said there is no correction or criticism. So when those public points are being made, they understand where it's lacking, that the leader have not spoken or have not touched. So let me commend the institution for taking that stand. All right, when it comes to my own personal understanding or my own personal analysis as regards to the statement made yesterday by President Boakai, I think the statement was an encouraging one. I feel very well that every aspect of the public expectation were being touched one way or the other. So I want to comment on President Boakai. He has not missed the one when even he was running campaign. President Boakai was running campaign. He talks about arrest. In the arrest, you see that agriculture, education, sanitation, and the rest of it are involved in arrest. For the very key meaning of his statement, yesterday made mention of arrest, considering it to be a primary focus of his government, meaning he's going to prioritize agriculture, he's going to prioritize education, sanitation, tourism, the rest of them arrest. So I think Boakai's statement was in the right manner, in the right form. It's just a prayer and hope that we see all of those that we have come onto to deliver the Liberian people can be possible to be done. It's just unfortunate that in Liberia we don't pray for a government to succeed. All people pray for a government to fall. What they call government fundamentally is an institution that is set up by a group of people to pursue the objective of the state. So when that is done, they bring about a positive, effect on the livelihood of the people. So this is why I'm praying as an individual, and I pray that all of you in like mind join me, so that Boakai institution, Boakai government, leading this government can be a fruitful one, a settled one, so as to bring about a change, political change into the livelihood of the people. So Boakai statement yesterday was fine. There are other people that are finding why Boakai did not make mention of the World Crown Code. And I feel when you become president, your statement becomes a policy statement. From the day of inauguration, Boakai made mention of the World Crown Code, the economic crown code. That tells you that what Boakai has decided to do, he has not free from them. He still pursue to continue telling the people that what he intended to do during campaign are those that still he's going to pursue so that country can become a free one. You understand? So yesterday I really admire a statement number one talking about bringing out an institution to fight drugs. When instituted the Ministry of Health, deputized by the Ministry of Justice, the other ministries being involved to fight. The drug issue is an issue. They got to be fight by system. It's not something that is just going to be done abruptly. It may not even Boakai team may not even fight drugs to end it in Liberia completely. Even with corruption, we all know that corruption is a system. A system is an interacting group of force that have been influenced by continuous, reaction. So we got to continue fighting those things more until we get them, out of our system. So Boakai also talked about audit. To understand that a government is going to be responsible, people must be accountable to error that they have said before. So whatever that is there that you know that it was a fault, then you now as a new government, new institution can understand here is where they stop and here is where I'm going to begin from. So Boakai spoke to that direction yesterday. I think he was on the right path. And we should not compromise the issue of accountability. Even with you, institution, want to know you to be an outstanding person, must always ask you, checkmate you as to what you done on the field today. You understand? So other people that will come after you tomorrow will understand that yes, where you started from, and yeah, where you going. One congratulation I see that is permeating the corridor of intellectual is that Boakai has said that only $20 million is in the budget. that was a misconstruction. In his deliberation yesterday, he said 20.5 million. Then the public know that Boakai has deduced and detected that 20.5 million that have been there in the cover doing church we are change over news. So that understand that it's not 50 million. What it does now is that it brings the real government into the public sphere to catalog or to understand what Boakai said was not true or it was true. Let's see whether they can justify that inclusion. So yeah, when
I'm told the House of Representatives invited the leadership of the Central Bank of Liberia to come and testify as to whether it was actually 20.5 or 40 million.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, so
they're going to appear before.
Yeah. So that's the work that Boakai's statement has given to the legislator, so that they can scrutinize all the financial documents in the system to understand our president, the outgoing president, or the former president, we are all Boakai who is saying the truth. Because you see, during rehearsal, Ellen Johnson said that President Ellen Johnson said she left an X amount of money in the cover. Rehearsal it wasn't true, but no one went to challenge anybody to know whether it was true or not. And also, it just left like that, and we just consider everything by guess or myth. So
the president and the vice president, they are yet to declare their assets. Do you think it's something that maybe he did not mention in the SONA yesterday? Maybe.
Yeah, asset declaration was mentioned yesterday as well. Asset declaration was mentioned.
But they are yet to declare the asset.
Yeah. So they are yet to declare.
Well, that's meant for other government officials as well to follow suit.
Yeah. So even though they are taking office, of course, perhaps it depends on the level of President Boakai took out when he won the election, so they were not ample time to declare asset before taking seat. But notwithstanding, Boakai is now president, Jamaica is there. If he will come to equity, must come clean him. Of course. So then I think the public itself, with the view that we're getting from community telling us that Boakai himself needs to declare an asset. So he's here to declare, means that he still has to do so. So I hope, even with the message we're giving now, Boakai himself is here or he has watched or video to understand that he still has to declare asset so that other people follow suit. So myself here, I'm encouraging him as a leader, and I've been proud, actually been praying for Boakai to become the president. Yeah, through all my life, I've been praying. And so that's why I'm even going to find one office to call the president advisor on pro bono. I'm going to offer that service to Joseph Boakai. So as you understand that this government will not pay us. I'm my LS50. I'm sure I will see other government, but the state of Ghana will not permit me to see other government coming to influence with the kind of state I have. So this Boakai government is going to be a foundational government. At least I will lay a path for other children, my own children that have also to have a good foundation. So I'm highly hoping on President Boakai to act properly. And I know for a statement yesterday, Boakai is going to act. And I want us all Liberians, let's put our hand on Boakai so that Liberia will become a nation that can set an example in outside world. We cannot be the only nation, and always say they are the only nation, but they have nothing to prove. That's why he said, let's refrain from the other way of behaving. Let's now behave in a way that we can all work together. So that we can move. One person cannot move Liberia. He is telling me yesterday until we do it collectively. So the entire government, the weight of the government should not rely on the executive branch. Let's give the power of government to be used by the branch of government. At least we will have an equal balance of all the success, the loss of government. So I think that's my point.
You say your name again. Thank you, sir. In district number 17, we have with us this fellow before our camera. So what's your name?
I am Moses F. Newman.
Okay. Welcome to our camera.
Thank you.
To listen to the President's State of the Nation address delivered yesterday, what are the key areas of focus that you want to highlight?
All right, I want to highlight on the issue of the drugs we spoke about. I was said that in the past years, a lot of Liberians, a lot of youth have been in this issue of drugs, and the president taking the lead to do a drug test is a plus for us. The fact that he has made drugs to be something very much something to look at, it means that we the youth and the future generation has hope. And again, I also want to look at the issue of the audit. You know, it is one thing to have a government, and it's another thing to also checkmate these people. And the issue of audit is not to wish hunt another person, but rather to have the proper requisite and to have a proper people doing the right thing. There are a lot of people that are accumulating properties, which we know that within few years before their sentencing, they were not in such capacity. So having a president talking about audit is a plus for us. And again, I also want to highlight the issue of the 10,000 youth that will be trained. It means that the youth are going to take, in the next few years, the youth are going to take the lead. So these are some of the things I really want to commend him for.
Another thing the president talked about is the issue of health. You know, he's showing that he equipped the facilities, having diagnosis centers, you know, at the central region of the country.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, it is welcoming. You notice that when the CDC left government, we had a lot of problem with the issue of health. When coronavirus came, it gave us hard time to even control ourselves. Even though we are not like the European countries where the health facilities, you know, were up to standard. But you notice that we actually fell almost more than any other countries in Africa. So it is actually laudable to have the government looking into the issue of health. I also appreciate that if these things are implemented, it is one thing to say, but it's another thing to implement.
Were there things that you wanted to listen to that the president did not mention in his speech yesterday?
Well, when it comes to speech, I do know that the president or the leader might not say all at once, and those things that were on his agenda were the ones he spoke about. But I did not hear him making some comments on the issue of sports. You know, nowadays most people are reconciled to sports. I did not hear about reconciliation either yesterday, but I want to believe that he is also going to address that in the soonest possible time. But I did not hear these things.
He also mentioned about tourism, ensuring that tourist site can be a place that international people can come, those in the diaspora, because that's one of the areas government can generate funding as well. So finally, what would be a message to maybe Liberians, the government as well?
All right, I have two different aspects I will talk on. First, I will talk to the national government. Like I said initially, it is one thing to have sweet talks. It is not that we graduate from the issue of making sweet speeches. We should also focus on implementing what we have said. We have said that we will do audits, we will do drug tests, and we will look at the educational sector. But we want to encourage you to not be distracted by anyone. Please, Mr. President and your cabinet, along with the national government, I want to encourage you to do what you have said that will benefit the lives of the Liberians. And the next thing I want to say is that all of the things that have been said, this is specifically to the Liberians. It is time that we all unite ourselves. It is time that we all rally our heads around what has been said, because if the government says that this is what we should do, and every one of us, disagree, and every one of us think that we cannot go by what he said or what the government is saying, I don't think that we mean good for ourselves. But let us work together, let us work cordially with the national government and see the next years from now where that will be taken to. Thank you so much.
Your name again?
I am Moses F. Newman.
Okay. So we have a young man before the camera. What's your name?
My name is Christian Senesi.
Okay. Christian, you followed President Boakai's first State of the Nation address yesterday. What are those things the president talked about that you want to highlight?
Thank you. I would like to say hello to us our for the explanation. As we Liberians, we need to keep the expectation or limit the expectation. Government don't have a rule that can follow, don't follow government. Take the time, government go by proceeding or procedure. Waka is a president, a man of the world. Waka is a politician, a man who deserves better things for the people of Liberia. If you listen to the SONA yesterday, it was assumed in 48 paragraphs, 17 pages, and 3,968 words. As a Liberian, you need to take that word, that paragraph, and digest it to see how good what is coming from the country. Liberia deserves better. In fact, if you really listen to the statement or the conversation between him and the legislature, you will understand that we are getting somewhere. The country is moving somewhere. But you should remember, anytime when Boakai enter into an area to give a speech, you will always tell you, say, take away, put away the partisan. Policy, why you are not a united policy or you are a citizen. We are doing this for our Liberia. We need to carry Liberia forward. We need to achieve the goal of Liberia. Liberia is not even a competition with another country that will say, oh, which more. Put the feet of the government to fire. No. Everything is over time. We need to keep the expectation. We need to limit the expectation. Liberia will be better. And also, I want to speak on this important point. Somebody said that, why we become about the free tuition and the wise payment. As a young fellow, the honorable the president-elect in Ambassador Honorable Boakai is a Unitarian. In care of 100%. Not every month you have 100%, but you have 100% thinking. So you need to take your time. But it's not that somebody will say, oh, we will not talk about free tuition or once and at the end of the day, you're not able to do it. You will get job that you were able to do, and then you were able to pay your school fee. So that is why we emphasized yesterday about poverty, and also we emphasized about training of 10,000 youth. So they should get to our mind, we should digest that thought and say, oh yeah, the youth will get well, that will be able themselves to pay their wise fee and also pay for the tuition to New York. Everybody know what we go through for the past 6 years. We don't want to be. Stop the criticizing for government. This is just the beginning. We are just going 17 days, now 11 days in the 6 years. Why can't we maintain ourselves? But we want to take everything that Liberia, if we continue to maintain or to say we criticize on politics, the country will no
one of the things President Boakai is championing is transparency, asset declaration, all those kinds of things. But the president and the vice president, they are yet to declare their assets.
That's why I spoke to you, honorable journalist. Everything is done. You remember Kanga, they all they don't declare their assets. Everything is done. He will. he will do it. And he will definitely do it. If he don't do it, the Liberian people will force him to do it. So we should take our time. Government, I repeat, is not things to forward. Everything is by time. So we should maintain that we keep investment and whether he will declare or not. If he can, then we the Liberian people will go to Ireland to put the feet to the fire to declare it.
The president talk about the issue of drugs as a national emergency.
Yeah, I'm 100% happy whenever I hear Honorable Boakai speaking about drugs. It tells me, as a young fellow, you see in the problem like that, you see the youth. Let's say 95% of the youth is poor, is traumatized by food. How can we get close or how can we get away this when you see the DEA director on it, the police people are all negotiating themselves in the judgment. When you are going to raise some the person who's selling the substance, you will tell them, you will call them and tell them, say, oh, we're coming to raid, and then they will prepare themselves. So that's why he said that he will set a goal that they said they will work towards and I know that one thing we should believe, if the honorable man said that we ourselves will fight to push us out of the problem. But I can always tell you, I'm always telling you this, the drugs is circulating, especially in District 17. It's very, very, very bad. If you see the youth, you yourself, you condemn.
So what's the message to the government?
My message to the ruling establishment party or the government of the people of Liberia. I'm a partisan, I'm also a Liberian. But one thing I will tell the government, that is why any listing the poor, anybody elect, we the citizens, we are not sitting, we are definitely doing research. Who is the individual, where he come from, how the well-being is. So we will be on the back of this government. And also, I want to imitate the Honorable Yege Kolwa. I will be on the back of the Unity Party doing my last research to make sure that the government move forward for the betterment of Liberia.
Say that again.
We stay in Senegal.